I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Yeah. So you want to keep that in mind, okay? Welcome. How are you? See, it's always, it's always more or less, yes. Except when you're on an airplane. Okay, thank you. How are
Nice to meet you.
We have some honored guests here tonight. So we're going to start our program with Dr. Steve Namath, who is Dean of the Columbiana campuses, and is also on, has a very important job as, oh, what's the title now?
No, it's
a long title.
It changes every day.
Okay. He's helping the provost of the university. So anyway, I will turn over the opening remarks to Dr. Namath.
Thank you, Jan. When she mentions we have a distinguished guest, that's after me. So, as Jan said, I'm really here to welcome you. And you know, I've been here 3 years, going on my 4th year. I think, when I think about both this campus in East Liverpool and what these campuses bring to the community, the radiology program or imaging excellence, the radiology program, the sonography program, all of those are outstanding. And in particular, that's one of the great things about this campus, and I use it a lot when I'm talking to people. We have some, even though this isn't unique to this campus, it is one of the shining stars programs within our campus. And it takes me sometimes 3 years to get up to speed, but today I learned more about the program than I've ever known. And we are really, really blessed to have the people that started the program here. And you can't think about this program without talking about Shirley Bell and her husband. Can't think about it without talking about the Apostellas. These are all people that, without them, as I told Shirley's grandchildren, if it weren't for your grandmother, they wouldn't be. I wouldn't be standing here right now because we wouldn't be having this celebration. So it's wonderful to see you all here, and I'm very proud. We have an excellent group of people. We have excellent students walking around the room, talking to students. Where do you work now? These are names, and our students are in places where we're very proud to have them there. So this again, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the time here, and I really hope that you students get to meet some of the people that really started the program here at Kent State Salem. So take that opportunity to do that, and it'll be something that you can carry with you the rest of your life. So with that, I'm going to turn the microphone over to our next speaker. We're back to Jan, who is our next speaker. But again, thank you for being here, and enjoy the time like I have. Thank you.
I'd just like to welcome everybody here today for this wonderful occasion of our 30th anniversary of the Radiologic Technology program at Kent State University in Salem. It's with great pride that we welcome our honored guests, faculty, graduates, and students to this event. In preparation for this event and the celebration, we created a timeline, as you can see on the board over here, of events that shows the history of the program from its beginning as a hospital-based program started by Dr. Apostellas and Roy Bell and his wife Shirley. And then we take it to the transfer to here at Kent State Salem in 1985 as an associate degree, to the development later then of the bachelor degree of radiologic and imaging sciences in 2002. And the timeline really shows how many dedicated people have been involved in its evolution. For the radiologic technology program, the first 10 years began with Roy and Shirley Bell. Don Dickey, Carol Cooner, who's here tonight, and Mickey Zerbonia as instructors and clinical coordinators. They laid the foundation for the program to grow and succeed in so many ways. The students they graduated are the current leaders in the area as mentors, supervisors, clinical instructors, and educators to our current students. Margie Iguli and I came on board in the second 10 years with mentorship from clinical coordinators Carol Cooner, Mickey Welsh, and later Gail Schroeder, who later went on to develop the Ashtabula program in radiologic technology. The program expanded its clinical sites and increased the number of students accepted. More changes in the curriculum occurred to meet the needs of the graduates. In the last 10 years, the radiologic technology program welcomed Judy Miller and Kelly Dragomir, who further developed clinical education and instruction in the program with many innovations. We were very blessed to move into the new health and science wing with new offices, classrooms, and labs with newer equipment, which we desperately needed. In fact, we're going to be giving tours after our talks here, and we hope that you go. If you've not seen the wing, we hope that you will visit that to see our equipment and our labs. We're very proud of them. The bachelor degree in radiologic and imaging sciences began in 2002. We welcomed Cindy Peterson and Sherry Tilton in the diagnostic medical sonography program, Janet Lau and Deb Stahl in nuclear medicine, Vicki Miggy and Shelley Warino in radiation therapy, Kelly Dragomir, Georgia Anderson, Christine Jalusas, Kevin Kilpatrick, and Amy Brinsko have led the CT and MRI programs. And now we also welcome Tammy Bresnahan as our new CT clinical coordinator, who's also a graduate of the program. We're proud tonight also to see Lauren Thompson Huffman is here with her husband Jared. Lauren, where are you? There she is. Lauren is our first graduate of the BRIT degree in computed tomography. We're so proud of her. She now serves as the program director of the radiologic technology program at Zane State College. And I think you're working on your PhD, is that correct? She's yes. But many of our instructors in our program and clinical coordinators are graduates of our Rad Tech program, so we're so proud of them. Of course, we cannot forget our wonderful secretary, Sherry DeWitt. Sherry's back there. She makes all our programs run as a well-oiled machine, and we could not do without her, that's for sure. What all these people have in common is their dedication, commitment, enthusiasm, and loyalty to the students of the program. I thank all of them for the hard work that they do. Of course, it's because of the students and graduates that we are here today. They put so much energy into their education, and they have so many outside responsibilities of families and jobs. Margie and I always kid that we were princesses when we went through the Rad Tech program. You know, we went through hospital-based programs. We came home, our mom said, oh yeah, just go do your homework, honey. You know, we didn't have to work, we didn't have to do any of those things. But the students today, they have families, a lot of responsibilities, and it's tough. It's not an easy task to get accepted into our programs and to graduate with these degrees. We commend the students on their dedication in securing a future in the world of radiology. It's a future that we cannot even imagine with the ever-changing technology innovations in medical imaging. Today's events were brought together by a team that includes co-chairs Margie Iguli and Cindy Peterson, along with the rest of the team of the faculty, Judy Miller, Sherry DeWitt, Kelly Dragomir, myself, and Sherry Tilton's here to help, Shelley's here. Everybody here has been very, very helpful in making this work. And I'd also like to thank Maggie Mahone and Melissa Cope of our business office, who is set up with our scholarship fund process. They're here tonight as well. We hope each of you will be able to donate funds to our scholarship accounts for both the associate and bachelor degree students. So that's a very important part of this evening as well. So now I'd like to go on to the next part of the program and introduce our next speaker, who is Joan Parsons. Joan Parsons graduated from Altman Hospital School of Radiologic Technology in 1962. After receiving her certificate, she was employed by Altman Hospital from 1962 to 1991, during which time she served in a variety of roles. Joan began as a staff technologist, became the program director for the Altman School of Radiologic Technology, and advanced to chief technologist and administrative director. Her last position was the assistant administrator of the Department of Radiology. In December of 2006, after 16 years, she retired as Executive Vice President and Chief Customer Officer of the American Society of Radiologic Technologists in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She served as the president of the American Society, and that's the highest honor that you can have in the field of radiology. In fact, in the Ohio Society of Radiologic Technology, we have a lecture called the Penn Humac PAR lecture, and the PAR is the Parsons in that, so we honor that. And I know Shirley has been a speaker for that as I have myself. In March 2011, she retired as a registered technologist and remained in Albuquerque until October 2014, when she moved back to the snow of Canton. Why did you move back to the snow?
Keep asking myself.
She remains active in the radiologic sciences as senior member of the ASRT's Education Foundation Celebration Engagement Committee, which works to receive planned gifts from the members of society. Joan's been invited here today as a return guest, having served as a speaker at the inaugural celebration of this program in 1985. She's been a great leader and mentor to many technologists, and we welcome her here today. Joan.
Well, I am truly honored to be here to speak today because the founders of this program were mentors of mine. If it weren't for Roy and Shirley Bell, I probably wouldn't be all of those nice things that were just said about me. They are the ones that really got me interested in the ASRT and many of the organizations that I belong to. But I got to know the Bells because of being active in the society and because of being a program director. So again, like I said, I'm very honored and fortunate to be here to celebrate with you today. The opening of this program was the pinnacle of the dreams and labor of Mr. and Mrs. Roy Bell. Their efforts established one of the first associate degree programs in the radiologic sciences in Ohio and many of the states. Many of you who are in the program today don't realize how hard it was for many of us who were in certificate programs to try to further the education and the profession of the radiologic sciences. Many people thought we were like allied health workers, and we were the allied bottom step, if you will, of the rung of the ladder. And it was through the efforts of people like Shirley and Roy Bell who helped us to move our profession into what it is recognized as today, one of the leading health science programs and professions in health care. Through their leadership, the program then later, as Jan just spoke to us about, became a baccalaureate program. Again, another great achievement of the leaders of this program today at this school. And all of the programs that have been brought onto the campus are through the leadership of many technologists who were graduates of this program and who went on again to try to establish a higher education in the profession of the radiologic sciences. And it's through their efforts today that so many of the graduates of this program have gone on to be leaders in the profession. And that's one of the things, if I can't say anything to all of you, especially who are graduates or students who are getting ready to graduate or students who are just starting the program, you really don't realize what a great program you are in and what great leaders you have here on campus. A lot of these people have served for many years to strengthen the profession of the radiologic sciences and to help to establish professional standards and curricula. And if I can't say anything, I want you to know how great these people are. They're recognized throughout the United States and through many professional organizations. So if you don't do anything else after you graduate, I hope you remember that it's because of these people who helped to give you the profession you're entering into, that they're the ones who have really established the profession to be well recognized throughout the healthcare sciences. The reputation of this program has grown throughout the United States. There are many leaders that I could point out in this room, but I don't think I want to take the time to do that because I would be up here a lot longer than I was allotted. But if you look around, many of these people are leaders. They attend the meetings. They continue today to promote the radiologic sciences. So, like I said, if nothing else, I just want you to know what a great program you're in. The Ohio Society of Radiologic Technologists and the American Society of Radiologic Technologists have also benefited from their efforts. Many of them have been leaders. They've been president of the organization. Roy Bell himself was director of Region 7 way back in the day before we had all of the House of Delegates and many of the committees that we have in the American Society. I hope that some of you go on to follow in their footsteps because it is truly something that you will be very happy that you have done to further not only your profession and your education, but also to help all of those students that are coming on that are coming up through the ranks now. Again, I am proud and honored to be here to celebrate the success of this program, and I'm very proud that I have really was mentored and knew the Bells, because they truly, to me, are the I don't even know, I get very emotional about this. They are the true professionals of the radiologic sciences, and they have done so much for our profession that I just hope you all take time today to thank Shirley especially for her dedication and her dedication of her husband to this profession. Like I said, I get very emotional about this, but Shirley, thank you from the bottom of my heart and for all of these people.
Thank you, Joan. Our next speaker is Shirley Bell. Shirley Bell graduated from the Radiologic Technology program at Salem City Hospital in June 1955. In 1980, she received her associate degree in technical studies from Kent State University. From 1955 to 66, Mrs. Bell worked part-time as a staff radiographer at Salem Central Clinic and Salem Community Hospital. Mrs. Bell became an instructor of radiologic technology at Salem Community Hospital, working there from 1966 to 1986, holding positions as instructor, clinical coordinator, and program director. In 1985, she went to work part-time as a faculty member for Kent State University Salem campus. In 1986, she became a full-time faculty member and clinical coordinator. In 1990, she served as an acting program director. She later served this campus as the assistant to the dean until her retirement. She now resides in the Toledo area near her daughter Bronwyn and her family, who are here with us today. Honored to have them. Since 1956, Mrs. Bell has been very active in local, state, and national radiologic technology organizations. As a member of the Tri-County Society, she served in every imaginable capacity. From 1980 to 81, she served as second vice president of the Ohio Society of Radiologic Technologists. In 1984, she was co-chair of the OSRT annual meeting. She She has also won numerous OSRT essay and exhibit awards, with many of the exhibit awards being co-presented by her husband, Roy Bell. In 1993, she presented the Penn HUMAC Par Lecture, speaking on "By Your Pupil, You Will Be Taught." On a personal note, I became a program director at Trumbull Memorial Hospital School of Radiologic Technology in the late 1970s, and she and her husband Roy were great mentors to me as educators as well. So it's with great joy that I was able to join the program here in 1995 as program director after such a wonderful legacy of the Bells. Together, they built the foundation on which the program stands today, and we're so happy to welcome Shirley to speak to us. Shirley?
After all those wonderful things that have been said about me, I'm supposed to stand up here without a tear in my eye and a lump in my throat and give a little speech. I had forgotten that you could hear the rain so clearly through the roof of this building. I miss being here. Happiest days of my life, probably working at Salem Community Hospital and certainly here at Kent State. I'm going to give you a little history lesson because some of you know I like to stand up and preach or teach. In 1962, Kent State University came to Salem. At that time, classes were held at the high school and then later at a office building that was down on the corner of East State Street and Lincoln Avenue. And then this wonderful facility came into being. And Roy and I took college classes, and we frankly got the educational bug. Roy had a desire to start a program to teach people to be radiographers. He never had the opportunity to go to college until after we were married and Kent State came to Salem. At one time, he took 18 credit hours. He took classes at Kent main campus. He took classes in East Liverpool. He took classes here, and he took classes at Mount Union College. One semester, 18 credits. So he was able to graduate with a double degree. So he was very proud of his education. We started the hospital-based program in 1967. Our first class consisted of 4 people, Rafina Peterson, Gail Sell, Bill Wissinger, and Cheryl Whitcomb. And Dr. Frank, I want you to know that Cheryl had the biggest crush on you. She lives in the South now and still works as a nuclear med tech. But all she could talk about was Dr. Frank. Dr. Frank was the brand new radiologist new radiologist for us in 1967. And with his blessing and the help of Robert Rice, who was the hospital administrator, we were able to start the program in June of 1967. Everything was ready to go. All the papers were signed and all the certificates were approved. We were allowed to have our program. Okay, you can turn it off here. No, can you hear me all right? I cannot really. Yeah, that's Roy. He's saying right on my brain. So we had everything ready to go to start our program with our 4 students and our radiologist as our director. And but the hospital didn't have any room for us. No room at the inn for a little class of rad techs. So there was a house adjacent to the hospital that had been willed to the hospital by a Dr. Guy Myers. And they said we could have the 2nd floor for our classroom. Of first floor was taken over by visiting nurses or some group like that. Well, Roy and I went over to get the classroom ready, and this house had a beautiful winding staircase to the second floor. Well, in the meantime, somebody bought that winding staircase, and they removed it. Big problem. How were we going to get to our classroom? Well, maintenance brought a ladder, and we climbed the ladder to the second floor for I don't know how long, because I'm sure we broke every possible safety code there was. However, we did get room in the hospital, and we were able to continue the program. In 1985, well, I think it was 1984, Roy met Dr. James Cooney, who was the dean of the campus here. They met at a Rotary meeting, and they had a conversation about a possible associate degree program. And so with Dr. Cooney's help and the wisdom of the administration of Kent State University and the help of Dr. Frank Apicella, we were able to move our program here and create an associate degree. And then when Roy retired, I hung in for a while, and I worked as the interim director of the program until we hired Jan. That was the best thing we could have done, because Jan was able to convince the powers that be to let us have a baccalaureate program with 7 imaging modalities, 4, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank all of the area hospitals that would let our students do their clinical instruction there. They had to learn by having real patients to work on. So I think that from a ladder to the second floor of a house that was going to be demolished to this wonderful facility that we have here is absolutely remarkable. And I think everyone concerned, Roy would be very proud. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Peter Apicella. Dr. Apicella received a bachelor's degree from John Carroll University, medical degree at Washington University School of Medicine, his residency at Mallinckrodt Institute of Radiology at Washington University, and he's a board-certified radiologist. He's chairman of the Department of Medical Imaging at Salem Regional Medical Center, and he participates in many boards on the community, including the Rotary Club. He's presented many scientific papers and done many presentations over the years. And he serves as medical advisor to the radiology programs here at Kent State Salem. He and his wife Sherry and daughters reside here in Salem. Dr. Apicella, please come up.
A little challenging. I'm going to have to talk extra loud over that rain. Well, you heard a little bit about the background, and I'm not going to try and repeat that, but I'm very proud to be part of the Apicella family. My father, Frank, came here to Salem in 1966 and was soon joined by his brother, Sal Apicella, who many of you know and may have even helped teach you in your early days. They had a vision for an educational program to prepare local students for the knowledge and skills they need for technologists in an X-ray department. And they helped with the others to found this in-hospital program. And it was part of their decision then in 1985 to bring that program to a full associate's degree program here at Kent State. And we're very proud, all of the people from this area are proud to have Kent State right in our community. It's been wonderful for the students. We're very fortunate that the Kent program continued to expand over the years, including a number of students and then subspecializing because of some work we did to try and expand us to a full bachelor's degree. That was quite a challenge because this was the first such program that a regional campus could give out a bachelor's degree, and that took a lot of work, and I thank all that were part of that, including Jan and myself. This year, there are 15 clinical sites from around the area that host our students. We'll have 20 students graduate with an associate's degree in radiology technology and 43 students graduate with a degree in CT, MRI, ultrasound, radiation therapy. So it's an amazing number of people. It's nearly 1,000 people just during the 30 or so years of this program, and literally nearly 50 years that my father and uncle thought of this as a worthwhile endeavor. So how wonderful is that? I'd like to give them a hand for their foresight. On behalf of all of the Apostellas, we thank Kent State Salem, and we hope for continued success with this outstanding educational program. We thank all of you for being part of it, and thank you again.
Our last speaker is Cindy Peterson. The reason Cindy is speaking to us tonight is she was in the first graduating class of the program here for the associate degree in 1987. Cindy actually, when she graduated from the program here in radiologic technology, she went to Altman Hospital and graduated from the ultrasound certificate program there in 1988. She received a bachelor's degree from Youngstown State University and a master's in public health from Kent State University. She has been the one and only program director for ultrasound here at Kent State University, and she's done an excellent job with. She came on very quickly and we had 4 students in the first ultrasound class, and she got it up and running very, very quickly. And then Sherry Tilton came on too as well. But Cindy's going to talk to us a little bit about her experiences. And she's well renowned nationally. She speaks nationally, does review courses, and speaks at, her expertise is in ergonomics and ultrasound. Cindy?
I feel lucky after what everybody else had to go through. That's pretty awesome. The first line I wrote on this paper was, I think I'm speaking to you because I was a member of the first class. So that got confirmed, so that's good. I was a member of the first class of the radiologic technology program at Kent Salem, and it's just interesting that all those grads are circling behind you. So if you haven't had a chance, you don't have to look right now, but do take a look at some of the people that have come before us. It could be also that I was asked to speak because I am rarely at a loss for words. Mrs. Bell was my clinical coordinator, and Mrs. Bell, do you remember writing on my evaluations, needs to talk more? Anyone in this room who knows me wouldn't believe that that was ever on my evaluations, but it was. I have been in the unique position to witness the evolution of the programs on this campus. I was a student here in the 80s, and our facilities were very different as far as our imaging programs than they are now. I came back in the late 1990s as an adjunct in the radiologic technology program, and then I came on at the inception of the bachelor degree in the year 2002. So I've been able to see the physical changes, but also the curricular changes and the faculty changes, and it has been an amazing process to see that. I'm so pleased for what we can offer our students on this campus today. I was involved in starting a program, and I know that there can be difficulties encountered, and I can tell you that as a student, whatever difficulties that Mr. and Mrs. Bell encountered, they were never passed on to the students. There was never a negative comment that was passed on to the students, and from that, I learned professionalism, and also from everything else we were taught on this campus, I learned professionalism. Our programs have experienced tremendous support from the administration, from the community, from the Apostellas, and from the donors. And when we do the tours, you will see the amount of impact that our donors have made. The facilities and resources we have on this campus to teach our students are top-notch. For me, that continues to be an example of our commitment to excellence. We've been blessed with talented and caring faculty members, and I am pleased to work side by side with these individuals every day. And for that, they continue to teach me teamwork. In the past 30 years, I've traveled full circle, from a student to a full-time faculty member here. I have the opportunity to teach every student who graduates with a bachelor degree in radiologic and imaging sciences technology from this campus. And so I am familiar with the quality of their work, and I see how difficult it is for these students to balance work and life and school and family. and still develop in their profession. And so the students here have taught me a lot, as I know they've taught all of us, but they've especially taught me perseverance. So thank you for that. The reunion's given me the opportunity to reflect on what these programs have done for hundreds of students, and I've had the opportunity to contact a couple of my classmates recently, and their comments to me have been that these programs have changed their lives. They've given them a way to support their families and to care for patients. I'm almost done. But I consider it an honor and a privilege to care for patients and to teach people to do that as well. So especially those people in the room that have supported that, the graduates, thank you, and I thank you as well.
This is our radiologic room. We've got an open and closed room. This one in here, you can see we have a phantom that we practice on, so it's not going to jump up and sleep.
That old floor. And a new phantom, by the way. That's a new phantom.
So we're in electrical for that. So I get them all.
They were finished up like right before they started building. Really?
It's radiation therapy. But her lecture is across the hall.
This is her lecture. Those are my
Thanks to all graduates that came, we really appreciate you coming in such far distances.
That's the blue eye.
I think you might be sent the furthest from Columbus. We had several people from Columbus.
And I remember Evans before you.
Anyway, we want to thank you for coming today and celebrating with us. Again, don't forget, if you want to contribute to our scholarship account, you can. We appreciate that. Future students, both for the bachelor's degree and for the associate's degree. Thanks to our tour guides over there as well. And there's still food there available, cookies, take for the road if you like. Again, thanks to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah.